It looks a little bit like corn kernels, right?
Oh no.
And that's how they get their names. They also love to eat mice, and sometimes mice are found in cornfields, right? But they mostly live in forests. So just like this one. Hi.
Don't bring that
And
snake.
corn snakes eat a lot of small rodents, like mice.
I'm zooming into that shit.
So these guys eat a lot of mice, they eat a lot of small rodents, they might eat other small reptiles, they might
Bring
eat
that
other
snake.
eggs. So there's a lot of different kinds of things that they're going to eat, but they certainly don't eat corn or fruits or veggies. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see if you guys can stay nice and calm for the rest of the day.
Mom, you said we can't.
Now, one of the things that you might notice as I'm walking around is he's sticking his tongue out a lot.
Why?
You know why snakes stick their tongue out a lot? Because they're not trying to be rude. They're actually doing something that's very, very useful.
I know what's that. I know what's that. I'm not going to taste it.
They're tasting the air and smelling that way. So when he sticks out his tongue, he is actually picking up all of these little scent particles in the air and bringing them back into his brain. So he might smell the things that you guys had for breakfast, or he's smelling
How was yours clear?
And he's trying to figure out if there's something that might be pretty tasty nearby. So what's really neat about their tongues is it's a dry tongue. Their tongue's not wet and sloppy. Have you guys ever gotten kissed by a dog?
Yes.
It's all wet and sloppy, right? Snakes aren't like that. They have a dry tongue, so it actually tickles a little bit when he's trying to smell me.
Is he wrapping around your arm?
All right. Now, Dylan has lived with us for about, almost 3 years. So he is over 20 years old, and he came to Cedar Run because he was being kept as a pet. Somebody actually went out into the wild and took the eggs from the wild and hatched them and raised them in captivity. So that means that he has never ever lived in the wild. He's never had to hunt his own food. He's never had to hibernate, right, or sleep through the winter. And so he does not know that he should be afraid of people. He thinks we're actually very friendly and we're the ones that bring him food. So if we were to put him out in the wild, right, if I just let him go and said, be free, Dylan.
He'd get eaten by an eagle.
Yeah, he's going to get eaten by something. He's not going to know to be afraid, and he's not really going to know how to find food. So even if he doesn't eat, he might starve. He might not know how to find food. So Dylan is actually pretty old for a corn snake. They usually live to be maybe 25 to 30 years old. So he is getting up there in age. He's well over 20 years old.
How old is he?
How do you feed them?
Oh, okay. So we actually feed him dead mice, and he just ate yesterday, and he ate 3 mice yesterday, and we just put him in the tank, and he just opens his mouth, he smells it, he sticks out his tongue, he smells it, and then he just opens his jaw, and in one foul swoop, down it goes.
Can we see his jaws?
And so a lot of people think that after snakes eat, they have a big bulge in their belly and you can see where they've eaten. He doesn't really get that because he eats mice. If he would have eaten something really big, like a small rabbit, maybe you'd see a bulge where it was really big. But mice are going to be about the same width as him, so there's no noticeable difference.
I am scared right now. Literally, I am not. Is he wrapping around your arm?
What kind of predators do they eat snakes?
Oh, what kind of predators would a snake, something might eat a snake? Hawks.
Eagles.
Eagles might. Owls might. Right?
Falcons?
Falcons are usually bird-eating birds. They like to eat small birds. But yeah, lots of other types. Usually snakes, unfortunately, get hit by cars, or because they live in places like this and they get too close to houses and too close to roads, and they love to lay out in the road or someplace where it's nice and warm and rest them in the sun. Right? Because remember we talked about they're cold-blooded and how they get their energy from the sun. So sometimes I'll just see them kind of curled up in the middle of the road and people run over them. Unfortunately, they might think they're a stick or something.
So basically, they eat the mouse whole.
Yeah, so he doesn't really have any teeth.
His mouth looks little to eat an animal whole.
Does look little. Does anyone know what's special about snakes' jaws?
Yeah.
They're big.
Well,
What do snakes do?
me?
They don't have like
Look at your big face.
Yeah.
This going on YouTube. I got my own YouTube channel. This is crazy.
Wait, it's three
It's real crazy.
Three.
You're a chicken to me. A girl's holding that. A woman.
All right. So snakes. So guys, do me a favor. Open your jaws wide as it can go. Right. That's as far as it can go. And so if you eat something really big, you're going to chew it up before you swallow it. These guys don't really have teeth to do that. The other thing that they can do is unhinge their jaw. So we have this like hinge here, the top and the bottom. They can open it up and they can swallow something about 3 times the size of their head. About the size of my fist, he could swallow. Right? So imagine if you guys could swallow a watermelon whole.
I can.
Right?